Hi everybody, Katie here, 12th House Guide. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this video has found you, then trust that it is meant for you. All the messages are timeless. Like I said, I'm Katie. I'm an intuitive spiritual guide and astrologer. I also read tarot cards. I help people access their subconscious and deliver messages from the unseen realm. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the link in my bio. Please like this video and share. You can subscribe below for more of my content, and I have all of my information with my socials and places that you can donate below in the comments. So I wanted to do a collective reading today, and we have some things out at the start. So, some significant patterns that I saw in this with the first cards I pulled. There were 2 9 cards, so 9 or 9 might be of significance. There's a 5 of Cups and a 4 of Wands, which 5 and 4 is 9. So, and I'm pulling this at 9:44 a.m. So 9s might be something of significance. What I'm seeing here is that there has been a situation where you've been feeling some grief and loss. 5 of Cups here. This card talks about loss. Cups are emotional, typically our feelings. So there's this situation that has caused you some loss or grief. You haven't been able to find a way forward. Page of Wands here. So that's going to talk about, it's like a new, I guess I would say like a new endeavor, or maybe you're embarking on something, or it's sort of like a new path. Wands are fire energy, so they're typically like visionary. You're making a plan. Yeah, so Page of Wands is like this solitary person, and they're ready to set out on something. In the upright is typically how it's read. So for the reverse, I would say that this is someone feeling like they can't embark on that new vision and destination. So the situation's been leaving you feeling like you've had some loss, you don't know how to move forward, lost some direction, like you worked really hard for this. 9 and 10 of Pentacles is usually about like hard work, fruits of your labor, but this could be like workaholism, or like you experience setbacks because of this grief or this loss. You weren't able to merge a path forward, and you feel like your hard work, like there's been a setback. So with this next card that came up is the Page of Swords. So that's about mental energy, like kind of restless in thought. So it's like you thought this hard work was going to pay off, and you've been seeing setbacks, and you haven't been able to merge this way forward, and you've really been in your head about it. Now, what I'm seeing also is that this situation, just wanted to make sure I hit recording for a second. I thought I wasn't recording. The situation is like your cup, your Ace of Cups just tipped over. This is typically like an offering of love in the upright. So I see the Ace of Cups, and it's important to see the card next to it was the Four of Wands, which this is normally a very like home reunion. Could be like a marriage card, like Two of Cups and Four of Wands and Ten of Cups are typically in a sort of cluster for that like soulmate connection. But it's almost like you lost what was in the cup. It got tipped over. And it's funny because with it upside down, you can literally see all this stuff tipped over, like a river going in the opposite direction. So, and I don't know, I mean, I would sense that this loss or grief has to do with emotions. I don't know that it has to, I'm not getting the sense that it has to do with work, but like the Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles reversed, and the Page of Swords, it sort of feels like there was hard work being done, and wanting to sort of merge this path forward, but not being able to. The other two cards that came out after the Four of Wands is the King of Cups in reverse, and then the Nine of Swords. So this in the upright is going to be like an emotionally grounded king. Really in touch with his emotions, sensitive, but able to control. Upside down is like moody, manipulative. It's that energy in the excess. And this might be, if this is about a connection, this might be your person's energy. This might be your energy. Gender, you know, doesn't exist really. We are who we are, and we all have divine feminine and masculine energies within us that need balancing. We also have it outside of us in society. And we also have counterparts when we're like in partnerships or relationships where somebody is maybe the masculine and the other person's the feminine. Gender doesn't matter. So you have that King of Cups there, and then the Nine of Swords is really about just like hopeless, lost, kind of feeling like there's no way out. The 8, 9, and 10 of Swords is, it's just not fun cards. Swords can be about, swords are air energy, but it's mental, and it can be about, you know, betrayal and victim mentality. Now, what's at the bottom of the deck here, which is what you can't see, what's maybe being hidden or what's being worked on behind the scenes, is the Seven of Pentacles. So even though it's like the Nine of Pentacles reversed was like you worked really hard and got some setbacks, what you can't see is there's still hard work being done, and that the fruits of your labor will eventually emerge. Victory is coming for you. These are bottom of the deck. This deck has a specific, the Messenger. So it seems to me that there's a lesson here about work, hard work. And perhaps maybe some of this vision that you have and this loss and grief you've been feeling and the mental restlessness, it's about expectations that you have around, I put in this work and then I expect this kind of result. And these emotional losses, you know, Five of Cups upright is loss, grief. So that I expect, like, that upright reads that way. But the other two cup cards, you know, they're reversed. And that's like emotions when they're, you know, I don't want to say uncontrolled, but it could be that there's like a dependence on these expectations for you to feel a certain way about yourself. So before asking for the actual advice, I would say advice is probably to work on releasing those expectations, really living in the moment, enjoying the experience. So let's ask for the person watching. I don't even have to. I like when I ask a question and I haven't even answered it and the card flips out. It's like, I know you don't have to say. Queen of Pentacles. I was going to ask what's the advice for the person watching this. So I think that what this is like, embody this Queen of Pentacles energy. So Queen of Pentacles is Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And she's very like grounded, hardworking, immovable, like kind of that earth energy of like just grounded and strong. Okay, what else? Any other advice here, Spirit? Oh. Okay, interesting. We've got the Empress, Ace of Pentacles, and Ten of Wands, all reversed. So the Ace of Pentacles, normally upright, is a tangible gift from the universe. Ten of Wands is about your legacy and completing. Tens are completing cycles. The Empress, we all know, is in the major arcana. Now, upright, she's very like, this reminds me of like Cancer energy. It's very like maternal. It's about fertility, but like creation, like the divine feminine, basically that receptive energy. Now, reversed, she's dependent, codependent, probably. Smothering. It's like, I need you to need me to be okay with myself. So, how can you, I think the advice here is to like look out for codependence. Or codependent behaviors. I like to say that because I don't really like to label people as things. They're just behaviors. So Ace of Pentacles reversed is like a missed opportunity. So if this is like an opportunity being given to you, you see that like imagery? It's in most all tarot decks I've seen. It's like this cloud and a hand reaching out and this gold coin. And it's like an ace is an offer. So this is like a missed opportunity, a missed chance. So Ten of Wands, like I said, upright is about that legacy. It's like all that hard visionary work paying off. Reversed, it's like about a lack of priorities, maybe an inability to delegate. So the advice here is like, hey, embody this Queen of Pentacles energy. Doing this will help you get that Empress back up into upright. But I think the advice here is like, be wary of codependent behaviors, missed chances, missed opportunities, and an inability to delegate or really get clear on your priorities. So let's ask, I like to use the Oracle decks too for guidance. Angels of Light, what? See, it pops out and I don't even finish. What is the advice for the person watching this? Children. Now that doesn't mean you're pregnant or you're going to have children, or I like to think of this card as like getting into your playfulness, finding innocence, maybe tapping into your inner child. So if we're talking here about like possible codependency, grief and loss. There may have been like rejection. It doesn't look like a ton of like, there isn't like a lot of betrayal or anything out here. It's just like it's the energy of something that like there was a vision and it just kind of maybe never got off the ground. But here, if it is about codependency and it is about like your feelings to those, or your expectations in relationships, or your feelings that you have towards love, your beliefs about love, that if I do this, that should happen. If I give somebody the wifey treatment, they should like put me, that they're in a relationship with me on Facebook, or I should, it's this like transactional thing, which is very common in codependent relationships, and just dysfunctional relationships in general, is this like transactional behavior. So I think that a lot of those beliefs are formed in our inner, child years, and we carry those with us in our inner child along the way. So when I get this card, I often think about like, what does my inner child want? What does my inner child need? What are they trying to say to me? So we're also going to ask from the stars and the universe, what does the person need to know who's watching this? That's going to like be my new thing, is that they just pop out and I don't have to say the words. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. That's the next moon phase that's coming up. Interesting. So yeah, Leo's all about pride of self. And it's interesting talking about codependency. It's a self-esteem. It's codependency and narcissism are on the same coin. They're just different sides. They both come out of neglect. It's severe neglect. And one is a like I'm not a medical expert. This is only my experience. One is an like over compensation of sense of self, and the other one, the codependency, is this lack. And so many people with codependency deal with like low self-esteem, low confidence, and so it's great that like this came up. We're moving into this season. The card literally says confidence on it, and that is what, think of a lion, like the pride, like the the hair and the and Leo people, like they're pretty, they're beautiful, they're confident. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, both Leo risings, I believe. I think we don't know for Amber for sure, but definitely like Leo risings are beautiful people. And it's confidence is what will help this situation, this self-esteem. And I think that is a big theme, especially for people with cancer placements, is that the healing for codependency is in that like loving yourself, not abandoning yourself, and keeping the self boundaries that you have. And so I just really love that this card came out. The other card that popped out is a time for healing. So again, how can you work on healing these beliefs that maybe you learned about love in childhood and just release the expectations? Let's see if the tarot wants to give us one final card to send us on our way. Okay, it gave like 5, but we'll take the first one. 8 of Pentacles. Again, work. Hard work. Vision. This is like an artist, doing their craft. And they've got all this stuff on the wall. Like, look at all those things I already drew, and I'm hard at work here. So, work, hard work. And when it comes to confidence, I'm going to quote Maddie from Euphoria, the show on HBO. It's amazing. You should watch it. Is that nobody knows the difference. If you're confident or not, if you appear confident, nobody really knows the difference between the person that has it and doesn't. So, some people say fake it till you make it, but I hope that reading resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comments. If you like this reading, you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram for more. I am at 12th House Guide. Like I said, it's going to be below in the comments. And you can like and subscribe for more. Anyway, hope y'all have a nice Saturday. See ya.